Hi, Terry Esau here. I'm here to tell you about a new book that I have just finished. It's called JE2US.com, Jesus.com. Here's a quick summary of it, okay? So let's just say, hypothetically, that Jesus did not come to earth 2,000 years ago, all right? Just didn't happen. But now, let's say, hypothetically, that he comes to earth right now, 2019, but he comes here to America. But he's coming for the first time. So you have to imagine now, if there isn't 2,000 years of Christianity and the influence of Christianity, how would our culture be different? There would be no Catholic Church, no Protestant Church, no Pope, no Vatican. There's no Christmas. There's no Easter. There's no New Testament. There's no Peter, Paul, or Mary. There's no Rembrandt and Da Vinci. There's no Sistine Chapel. There's probably no Bach, Beethoven, or Mozart. There's no Martin Luther. There's no G.K. Chesterton or Tolkien or C.S. Lewis. There's no Martin Luther King Jr. There's no William Wilberforce. So you think about it, the world would be a very different place if Christianity hadn't happened. So now I drop Jesus into the mix of what that culture would look like. And I go, okay, now who would he pick to be his followers? What stories would he tell? What miracles would he do? And how would it all end? We don't crucify people anymore, so obviously that's not how it would work. So, I pick who those early disciples would have maybe been in our culture. One of them owns a tattoo parlor. Two of them actually play in a Celtic metal band. One is a bookie. One is this woman who's actually a slave. One is an autistic homeless person. And Jesus brings all these people together, and it's a really interesting thing. And then the stories that he tells, and I don't parallel anything because if I follow the premise and he didn't come 2,000 years ago, there would be nothing to parallel. So into that mix, we drop him, and he starts messing with this culture just like he messed with the culture 2,000 years ago. So why did I write this? I wrote this partly to explore who this Jesus is, because, in our culture, the Jesus of religion, he's a guy who's this white middle-aged dude. He's a guy who wraps himself in the American flag, maybe a fundamentalist Republican. He's a political ideologue. He's really obsessed with power and getting power and holding power over the culture to change the culture. All that kind of stuff. And he's obsessed with money too. You see so much of that in our culture. They're portraying Jesus as, hey, give your money because we need money to change things. And while that may be true, that's not what Jesus was about. He was about using love to conquer fear, and he even used his death to conquer, some of these misconceptions. So it changed. So the disciples he chooses, the stories he tells, all of this is an effort for me, but maybe for you. If you're a spiritually curious person, no matter what brand of religion you have or lack of religion, I would encourage you to read this book, because it's a step to explore maybe a different Jesus than the one that you're hearing about in our culture. So here's the deal. I've set up a website, and it's free. All 303 pages are living on that website in a format that you can read for free. So there's going to be a link on this thing that says JE2US.com. You go there, you can read the whole book for free. I know it's not a book that you can hold and feel, but it's a book just the same. You can read it. So I invite you to go there, read it, enjoy it, tell your friends about it. There's a discussion forum on there, so you can go and ask questions. I'm going to weigh in periodically, hopefully do some events that say, let's get together with people who are reading this and let's talk about it. So here we go. Let's do it, all right? Thanks. I'm recording this on Easter, so happy Easter, everyone. Bye-bye.